Hey everybody, just booting up the game. Yeah, so I'm back in this universe where we kind of like annihilating the Xenon. My goal is to bring back the split from extinction, but the end game can be quite boring. So I was wondering, I had an idea if anybody wants to like design a fleet, include it in game, and have control over it. You can give me some objectives in terms of what to do going forwards in my game. But for now, we mainly just starting to clear out like all the homeworld sectors from the split. I think I'm gonna buy actually some blueprints for the
entering system.
DLC ships that we got
Heretics
unlocked.
End.
Do we need Yaki? I think Yaki doesn't actually have any interesting L. Yeah, they don't have like L class. They just have 2 ships.
Good luck out there.
Do we want Terran? Maybe. But first I'd like to Ministry of Finance, which is this guy here. And the ships that we want would be Envoy.
Greetings.
And then we'll take one from Paranid, this guy. Realm of the Trinity. And that would be the Hyperion, right? Yeah. So now we'll have
Stars guide your way.
By the way, did that include any additional modules, is what I'm curious about. Oh yeah. Hyperion main battery. No turrets. Engines. No. Shield generators. No. Thrusters. No. Yeah, it should be fine.
Stars guide your way.
Ministry of Finance, blueprints. How about we get equipment? Yeah, because I know the Envoy has weird stuff. Just a bunch of weapons. Yeah, let's get all their turrets. I haven't really used a lot of turrets much, but they mostly have civilian ships and civilian tech, so I wouldn't imagine them needing Envoy engines. Yeah, I'll just buy everything. I don't know what they have, what they don't, what we need. Because Teladi is good to put their stuff on civilian tech, like the freighters, the miners. Okay.
Greetings.
plus the envoy is technically their ship. Right, by the way, speaking of the envoy, so what we can do... let's get their agents and we'll build some envoys. Okay, how do I do it? So for the envoys, I think I'm going to use Terran Wharf to build the envoys. I know, I'll build like 5 of them. I don't know if we need 5. Envoy, okay. Envoy, it only has one option for the engine, okay. Do we need fighter engine? Yeah, so to give it maneuverability, and plus with the Terran pilot it goes really well. Envoy has its own shield, maybe it's just to give it ability to go invisible or something. I think we'll just use pulse. Regular pulse is fine. Ooh, heavy distortion thing. But you don't want to mix the weapons, so how does the game handle this? The fact that it has like different weapons. I know the game doesn't really like that to make that calculation. Anyway, it shouldn't be fighting anything except small and medium ships, so I'll give it flak turrets. Yep. Yes, Captain maxed out. And this is attack only fighters. So that should be like our standard envoy model. Which I will save. And let's build 5 of them because I want to get some agents. And who do I want the agents from? Maybe let's do Yaki. Is this Yaki? No, that's Vigor. I'm curious about the Yaki engine. No, Yaki will have the cybernetic on their face, the thing. This would be Yaki. Okay. Way to agent.
Good luck out there.
Yeah, let's find the agent from Yaki. And meanwhile, the envoys are building. Okay. I'm gonna go in my fastest ship.
System, Ocean of Fantasy.
I should probably upgrade this to Morea, just like regular Pegasus one guard. Morea is a bit faster. I'll save it before I go find the agent. But it does accelerate to 14.2 kilometers per second in 20 seconds, so it's a pretty awesome ship. Of course it's modded. It's not the standard.
Jumpgate, get Sofune.
Yep. And it accelerates super fast. 6 kilometers per second, 7. So,
entering system, get Sofune.
Yaki agents should be relatively close, because we are near Boron space right now. Oh, better not hit the asteroids. But I like that it's like 200 kilometers can be crossed in a couple of seconds on this ship. It's like a highway speed.
Jumpgate, entering system, the Void.
In the Void, you probably want to go up a bit from the horizontal plane of the sector, because there is some acidic asteroids. Yeah, better go above them. And
Entering system.
Where-
Second
Let's slow
contact.
down. Which highway is that? Is that... No, sorry. Wrong highway. Ah.
Entering
It's the other
system. True sight.
Yep.
Entering system. Second contact.
So, I want to try equipping the... We probably want our envoys to actually go to the HQ, because otherwise we cannot give them to agents. But the envoy has like the highest
Entering
calculation
system.
for
Argon Prime.
agents to dock and wait. For agents score basically factors. So for the agents you want to give them the envoys.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
I don't know, that's why I researched online. I haven't actually done that before, so let's see how it affects. Because I gave them, like, usually give them Nemesis 1 guard, but Nemesis 1 guard only has like a rating of low. I hope envoy is gonna be at least normal or high. Oh, thanks for the follow, Papa. By the way, since you followed me, you know, as you see on my description, you can actually, in my game, if you want, you can design a fleet, and you can actually command that fleet. Because we're currently like in the end game, currently like everything. I'm trying to bring back the split. Like once we clear the Xenon sectors, will hopefully the split can come back. Oh no, sorry, we have to leave the highway, so go back.
Entering system. Profit Center Alpha.
And we go to...
Entering system. Silent Witness.
Did we miss it? Hang on, why is it asking me to leave them? Oh yeah, I think we went a little bit too far, so we need to go... Yeah, that's what I thought. We need to go to the Yaki pirate base. To be honest, we don't actually need it to go there. Hang on, that's what I'll do. I'll just teleport to this ship here. Hi, sorry, can I borrow your ship?
Savage Spur.
Yeah, I know you don't want to, but I'll borrow
Pirate base.
Been trying to find someone who can help understand it better. Ah, okay. Did you already buy it? Have you already
Vanguard.
Do you already have it in your Steam library, or are you just looking to get started? Just getting started, right? But like, do you already have it in your Steam library, or you haven't even bought it yet?
Docking granted.
So here's the Yaki. Yaki is like the pirates faction. I have not purchased yet. Yeah. So the game is like, it does take long, but the good thing is like you can play it AFK.
Successfully docked.
So you don't have to be logged in. The game can play in the background. You can like, your economy can run.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
But you can also engage with it by flying yourself, by engaging like with politics, with everything. And that's good, like, because like, yeah, if you have like a full-time job, you don't need to worry. You can still play it. But it does take a bit of learning.
Yes, what do
This
you
is
want?
the agent, so we'll hire her.
Good luck out there.
And that's what I was saying, so... Oh no, wait, we can't hire her because I'm waiting for... Well, we already hired her, but we need to assign a ship. I'm waiting for the envoys to arrive to my HQ, because I cannot assign them until they are in my HQ. It's going to take a little bit of time for them to get to my HQ. I actually want to fly one of them. Let me try. Maybe just as a passenger.
Entering system. Atikva's
Yeah,
choice.
the ship is really
Entering
nice.
system.
Envoy
Morningstar.
interior looks amazing. They really spent some time designing this, I guess. Some lady just staring.
Sir.
I think you have to go to work, baby. Dear. Don't just... Well, maybe she's taking a break. Yeah, let her have a break. And this is the pilot. Okay, awesome. And if you want to look from outside, that's what the ship looks like. This is like a DLC ship, but you can mass produce it. Like, it's not like one ship in the universe. Yeah, I just wanted to look at it, like what it's doing. So we'll assign one of these ships to the agent that we just hired. So that Yaki agent that we hired. And then we can engage a little bit with the diplomacy side of things. Here, like, we can assign missions. But I think the fact that we can assign an envoy, this particular ship, to the agent means that she will have better stats and being able to do things better. Which I haven't really engaged with diplomacy too much in this game so far. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to my main ship by teleporting to it. This is my HQ, by the way, so they already arrived.
Entering system. Silent witness.
Yeah, Papa, do you have any questions, like, about the game? Like, anything you're interested in? I can give you my opinion on it. While we do that, I'm going to see how I can get back to that agent and still assign her the ship. But let me first make sure that they actually docked. Envoy, here's Envoy. Okay. I think it's docking now, or is it already docked? Oh no, it's already docked, okay. So we can assign it now. Right, she doesn't have a ship. So, yeah, see, it has a high rating, which is awesome. Like, other ships have none, but the Envoy, I think, is specifically designed for the agents. Yeah. And now that she has, like, the best ship, we can give her missions. So let's give her some mission to do. I suppose she can... what is it? Send agent hostile to negotiate a ceasefire. No, I know what I want to do. I think I want to improve relations. Yeah. Can we do that? Yeah, we can do that. And I want to improve relations with this faction, because I'm trying to bring back the split. Oh, they haven't built their stations yet. Yeah, they cannot. Okay, never mind then. Well, let's just do 3 families then. Why not? And what kind of gift do we want to give them? I don't know what split like. I suppose let's try harmonic resonator. And let's put our new recommended novice. Yeah, she's novice. Oh, negotiation, she's unskilled. Well, she has to learn. Let's try it.
Departing to execute the mission.
So that's gonna take like 44 minutes. So it seems like a lot going on in politics, work, ecosystem. You have to manage all of this. So like if you want to, you can engage with it more deeply, or you can not engage with it at all. It's up to you, like how much you want to engage with it. I for example enjoy building like economies, and the way I design my empire, it's all about economic empire. So what that means is like I have different storages, warehouses, trading stations, production facilities.
No criminal identified.
And eventually, like if you're gonna expand your empire pretty big, you're probably not gonna want to.
Short range transporter. C.
It's just a criminal. These are like small ship civilians. Civilian ships sometimes surround around the stations. Yeah. What was I saying? So like for example, my playstyle was more like building an economic empire. However, you can also make like a criminal empire where you just engage with the crime or yes, it's like a massive simulation game, and you can like do pretty much anything you want, and you can play how you want.
Autopilot engaged.
What I found is that like the way I started this game, just to give you then a bit of a history about like what happened with my game. By the way, I named my faction
Entering
currently.
System.
You can go here in the Empire. Like I already have like 17 billion net worth, so it's like relatively end game. I named it Dominant Domain Alliance, and the way it started, it just like initially I was just like looking up tutorials. It's like my first playthrough on how to make money. I found like the mining, obviously that's where I started, like trying to mine everything. But when I had enough money from mining, I decided I'm gonna build like my own stations and try to expand. And I think the first station I built was like in Pious Mists. It was actually this station that became Paranid Monument
Prime.
because Paranid took it from me. It's complicated how it happened, but it was funny. But yeah, and what I found is I always ran out of like hull parts and claytronics, which are like the main building components in this game.
Entering system.
Like if you look here, that's the claytronics, and there's the hull parts. So what I did decide, I built this station. This is like probably like my second station ever, and it slowly expanded to being bigger. I can actually show it to you if I teleport there. By the way, let me teleport to it.
Thank you.
Entering system. Pious Mist.
Yeah, as you can see, like it's massive. You can literally walk around in every station here. And it has like its own shops. Like if I go, for example, here. See, there's like these giant docks, and this is just like for medium ships. And this module where I'm located right now, where I'm walking, I'll show you where it is. It's like just this tiny little module here, and like the station itself is like massive. But this station in particular is just like a storage space. What I started doing, I started using the station to buy up all the hull parts and claytronics. See, these are all my ships that are coming. They're all automated. Yeah, it is huge. So what I was doing then is, and once I started buying claytronics and hull parts, it worked really well. I was able to then have enough materials to build my stations. So I even was willing to pay full price for them, like maximum price, which meant that I was buying out hull parts and claytronics from all the factions around me at maximum price. And it worked so well that I kept building these stations. Then I built another one in Argon Prime. I built another station to buy up all the hulltronics here in Great Reef. I think I built somewhere else. Yeah, and what I didn't realize I was doing by paying full price on hull parts and claytronics is that I was just taking away all the construction materials from all the factions. And what happened was they didn't have anything to build fleets with. So in my game, Xenon started expanding very aggressively. It took over like first not this sector, sorry, Hatikua's Choice, and then it pushed even into Argon Prime, which is like originally like the main human sector. See, it's now contested. It's not even blue. It's supposed to be blue because it was because they took it, and now it became contested because a bunch of different factions moved into it. So it doesn't have an owner now. And also they took all of these sectors for Tilati. Like I had defense platforms way over here, built trying to defend this. So yeah, it was insane. So you can by accident end up collapsing faction economies if you just like buy out all their construction materials. And my reason for this was just like I wanted to have some construction materials for myself. Let's continue flying here. And I didn't realize what I was doing until the Xenon started coming really close to, because I had this warehouse in this internal trading station in Argon Prime, and the Xenon started pouring into Argon Prime looking to destroy it. So I realized that at that point what I was doing, that I left all the nations defenseless, because I was like basically buying out all the construction materials. But I like this game like reactive like this, like everything you do like affects economies. It's because because I bought out all the all the construction parts. It's actually not raw materials, but it's like end materials for construction of stations, of fleets. The main factions like Argon Federation. You see, this is the blue one is Argon Federation and Antigone. This one, pink one, is more like Paranid. Yellow is Teladi. So these nations, because I took all of their construction materials for fleets and stations, they couldn't defend against the red. Red is like the AI robots faction that kills everybody. But I was buying all those materials. I wasn't building defenses. I was just like economic empire. I thought I'm okay to be economic empire. Like I didn't want to go to war. I just wanted to like trade and be peaceful. But by buying out all their stuff to build my economy with, I ended up leaving them defenseless. Yes, because they couldn't like build their fleets then. Because I was offering better prices and they were willing. Oh. Yeah, autopilot can epically fail if it hits the asteroid. But if you hit the asteroid, it'll just affect your shields. It's not gonna kill you. And I think it reboots itself and it's fine now. But they fixed though, like the autopilot, everything works much better.
Entering system. Ocean.
By the way, let me show you what the wars look like here. So, where is my fleets? I'm just trying to find my fleets. Hang on. Okay, here's one fleet. Where's the other one? Where's my other fleet? Oh, is it here? Or are they both here? No, so I have another fleet somewhere. Hang on, let me just try and find it. I'm not sure where it went. And I can go like in sector and show you what the battle looks like.
Autopilot disengaged.
Oh yeah, it's like way over here. I want to find like an enemy for us to fight because I already cleared most of this. But there should be. Is there a fast ship nearby somewhere? Oh, there. Perfect. I'll attack this. So there's like Xenon power plant there that they not really doing anything with. Is this undefended? Oh yeah, it's because... Okay. Yeah, it will run on its own.
Entering system.
No. You have to.
System. Open
You still have to
market.
play it. Like you cannot like have a server, but you can leave it like AFK. Like you can leave it running overnight, for example, or you can go do something like cook a meal or go to work. It'll still run the game, but you have to kind of log in. It's not like a server. And it's single player game, so it's not like online either. So what I wanted to do, hang on, let me see. Yeah, this ship is going to attack. I just want to show you what the battle looks like. Let me save in case anything happens. But things take, in this game, like things may take quite long to happen. You do have time acceleration, so yeah, it's pretty much endgame at this point. I've done all the storylines and conquered. It's like probably 200-300 hours into a playthrough. That's where I'm at. But it's also you can accelerate the time for this game by 6. Which means that it'll run 6 times faster. You just need to be sitting in the ship and turn on the setup drive, but you have to be commanding the ship. Right now it's not on. And let me just see what's happening. What I'd like to do is just turn on cinematic mode. Let's do a channel lock, but not object lock, so you can choose the different objects. This is like our carrier, I think. It'll just automatically pick the views, but sometimes it picks weird views, so yeah, just wait for it to switch the screen to the next view then. But it's very good for like cinematic combat. It'll show the best, I think, view when we start attacking that power plant. So right now we are moving towards it. And our fleet, this particular fleet, I believe it has... These look like Odysseus destroyers. I think we're on the wrong fleet, hang on. Oh yeah, we're in the wrong place. Hang on. Let me change it to... No, not 11th hour. No. How do I change to... No, not this. No, I'm trying to go to a different fleet. Hang on. To this fleet. That's where I want to watch. But I want to watch this cinematic. It won't let me for some reason. Trying to find the channel. Okay, never mind. So right now they're just organizing. You see they have like a circle. The fleet getting in range. But why can't I see it in here? They want to lock on. Okay, I'll try something else. Hang on. Oh, live stream view here. That's what I can do. No, even by selecting the station, it won't let me.
Solar power plant.
Because you can make like really great cinematics. Yeah, you do design all the ships. You need the blueprints. But you select from pre-selected components, so it's not like you have to worry about like designing them perfectly. But you do get quite a lot of customization in terms of... I think that's... yeah, that's what I was looking for. So now we lock the channel. We can leave the object lock. Don't have to. And it's gonna be... they're gonna start attacking the station soon. No, they're gonna destroy it, because that station is an AI, and it's like an evil AI robots in space. I've been killing them all for a while now. Okay, the bomber is attacking, I think. Oh no, it's Explorer. What is Explorer doing here? Probably exploring. But sometimes they take a while to attack. Maybe I'll just give them a command to start attacking. Yeah, because they got all in the formation. But they're not attacking yet.
Engaging.
And it sometimes does weird camera angles. Okay, now it's there attacking. Perfect. Yeah, the music changed. The fight has started. I just wish the cinematics was better, because you can't really... But yeah, you can see it now. They started shooting up the station. So there is this faction Xenon that's like the main enemy to everybody. Like they're not friendly with anyone. There are like also inter-faction conflicts, but in this playthrough I was just friendly with everybody. You can attack other factions, and in fact you may even end up like in a war with other factions depending on your start. I just chose to be like friendly with everybody, so I didn't really have enemies. But you don't necessarily have to just fight the Xenon, you can fight other factions. And other factions will fight each other as well. Like, apparently it started in a civil war, so they will be fighting each other. And also they will be fighting the Argon. At least some of them. Also Split, I believe, that also at war with Boron. You can't take over stations, but you can take over ships. I think there's a boarding mechanic. You can train Marines and they can take over the ships. But you can also assign different classes to different ships. No, you cannot land on planets. There's not really much engagement with planets except terraforming. But I think like terraforming, I haven't even gotten into it because like I think it's like super late game, and it does require like a lot of resources. It's like if you want to build like an economy that just supports the planet and tries to terraform it, the planets will visibly change. But it's like if you want to spend a bunch of hours like setting up economies. What I'm gonna do, like this is the end game. I'm just really practicing like how to set up my stream and everything. But I plan to start a new playthrough where I will play as like Split, and what I'll do, I'll be like enemy with everybody except Split. So I'll try to like mainly focus on a Split playthrough and just be like an evil playthrough where I'm a bad guy and do like criminal stuff for my next playthrough. But this one is just like, obviously on the first playthrough you don't want to be like a criminal probably, because you just want to learn the game before like declaring war on everybody, because if you declare war on everybody you can't do like their quest lines and stuff. And you might want to like certain quest lines, like for example when I started I really hated Terrans. So Terrans are like humans, but they're like the actual humans who are like born on Earth. And the reason why I hated them, because like they're kind of arrogant and they're kind of strong also. So I didn't really like. I thought I'm gonna make them my enemies, but I found that I was kind of like the plan. But like I figured I'll trade with them for a while. I did trade with them until their relationships improve, and then since I was already friendly with them, I figured, hey, let me try their tech. And I realized like the Terrans, like they have a very different tech from everybody else. And when I started using it, it was like so awesome. So I started loving them just for their tech, because like the Terran tech is awesome. Like for example, you see these cruisers with blue fire? That blue fire cruisers are Terran. These are like Terran cruisers. And they're like very powerful, very nice. And also the way the Terrans build everything, they only have like 3 different goods that they make. And it's very easy to build their stations and factories, and it's just very... Yeah, so I really enjoyed working with them. Yeah, Terrans are generally like very strong. And I think initially you're probably not gonna see them unless you have like Terran start, because like they start a little bit to the west of the main Commonwealth like superhighway. In the center of the galaxy there's like a superhighway which you can ride in this game. Like the very first thing you probably want to do is literally get on a highway that goes through all the sectors in the Commonwealth. It's like a circular highway in the middle of the galaxy, And all you do, you just write it, and it will unlock the map for you while you're writing it. And it's like a circle, you can keep writing it in circles, it'll just go through the same sectors. So that's like the first thing you do, just to unlock, so you know, like, you'll see a bunch of stations, you can start trading with them. You'll unlock a bunch of factions, so you can decide which faction you like most. But they're called the Commonwealth factions. So the Commonwealth factions are like Paranid, Teladi, Argon. So you will not meet then the Boron, I think the Boron, the Split, and the Terran. You will discover them later, and I think you need DLC for some of them. Like Boron, I'm sure you need the DLC for Boron. You cannot get Boron without DLC. But to be honest, in my first playthrough, like I literally played the game for like 120 hours before I even engage with the Boron. So it's like you don't need that DLC from the beginning. You can play like hundreds of hours of gameplay without even like having the DLC. And then if you want to include that DLC, you can install it. You can just it's completely safe to put it on the already existing save. Yeah, so that's what like the massive battles look like. It's like endgame combat. Normally they would have some ships to defend. Like you see, they don't have much to defend. It's because like I already killed everything. But like they would have some ships to defend. However, I do have a lot of interceptors, so even if they did have those ships, wouldn't do them much good anyway. You can do that. Yes, there's like a scrapping mechanic. So it'll leave like a wreckage. So, I mean, like unless the scrapping mechanic is just basically an entirely different mechanic. So yeah, there's like another way that you can engage with the game. I do have a scrap station here, this station, and it's kind of cool. Let me just find anybody who does like the scrap ship. Hang on. I believe this guy is scrapping right now. So I'm gonna teleport to another place. So this is the scrap ship.
System, family, Newt.
And what it does, it's like this giant ship. Let's see if it does anything. Yeah, you see, he poops out these like scrap cubes. So what it does, it goes and finds like wreckage. There's like a bunch of wreckage ships, broken ships flying in this sector. See, and he doesn't just get like the scrap from ships. He can also, like, if we destroy that station, the ship might go there and end up making a bunch of these scrap cubes. And then what that will do, and you don't have to do it, like you can just get ore and silicon. The only thing that this does is like it gets you faster access to hull parts and claytronics, but also it does require a lot of energy, so it's expensive in terms of energy cells. You can start it in the beginning of the game. Let me just go to my scrap factory. And so this is the scrap factory where I process the scrap. By the way, you don't have to, like, my ships look all the same because I like the Paranid transporter model, but you can have all kinds of different ships as your transport. Again, you can design anything, and you can design every station. So this is my scrap factory. Let me just go into overview. Yeah, like these modules, they get the scrap delivered, like those scrap cubes. I'm gonna jump to another ship. You see this little ship? This is like a Manticore.
Manticore.
See, it's bringing scrap. So it's like a little ship. Once the big ship made the scrap, this small ship goes and carries the scrap to the station, and that's the station where it will go. And then this module will process the scrap into like hull parts and claytronics here. As you see, that's what they're doing. The reason why I don't have a lot of it, because like they've been transported to my storages, so, but it will produce quite a bit of it. And I have scrap metal here. So the way it works is like you process these scrap cubes, which come as raw scrap, into scrap metal, and then the scrap metal becomes claytronics and hull parts, which are the building components. I'm gonna go back. But again, it's again like it's just one of the mechanics in game.
Entering system. Ocean
You
of
don't even have to
fantasy.
engage with it if you don't want to. Like you can just build. Like one of my biggest complexes is high-tech complex here.
Pegasus. Vanguard.
Like the way that works is, first of all, you need to provide like the food for the workforce. Otherwise, you can have the station completely automated with no people in it, but it'll just produce less stuff. But the workforce, all it does, it just gives you a multiplier to production, so you don't have to have it. But if you do have it, like you have to provide like lots of food for it. And food comes from ice. Ice is melting into water, and then water is used to feed. Like for example, this is the pyramid. You can choose which workforce you want on your stations. Like it's not just that. Like you can choose. For example, I decided for this station I'm gonna have pyramid as a workforce, and they basically make soja husks here from magus nails and soja beans, but also they need medical supplies which are made from, I believe, maybe soja husk or something, but they also need spices. So like all of that lower section is just for my workforce. Then I have a bunch of like modules for storage. You need separate storage for like solid mining materials like ore and silicon. Then you need liquid for gases and stuff. And then this is container storage is for more like products like electronics, weapon components and everything. So then there is a section for intermediate products, which are like products to make other products like silicon. Like from silicon you make silicon wafers, from metal, from ore you make refined metal. And then from refined metal you make like scanning arrays, microchips, and then the microchips are made into like smart chips and turret components and missile component productions. What else? I think Claytronics is like one of the high-end ones, and we also have antimatter converters. What's the one I'm looking for? Field coils and drone components is one of the end ones as well. And also I have a separate field coils factory elsewhere. But like all of these materials you need to actually build ships, which then you use for war, and then the ships get destroyed and you need more of them. But like if something happens and like there's some shortage, entire economies can halt. The war can be lost by all kinds of reasons, economic reasons. Like as I said, like I made a small mistake of like just buying out all the hull parts and Claytronics, and what that led to is basically all the Commonwealth factions losing a bunch of territory.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
I suppose it's realistic. Like the main factions decided, like, hey, we'd rather sell right now, get a short-term gain by selling our Claytronics and hull parts to this guy at high price, rather than protect our borders. And that ended up in them losing quite a bit of sectors. And Argon like completely disappeared from my game. Like at one point, Argon, which is one of the main factions, it's one of the beginner factions that every player starts with usually, and I started with it. Like it completely disappeared from my game. Argon just means humans, but it's like humans who left Terra and they became like on their own. This is where Earth is. Like you can actually go to Earth in this game. It's like really far into Terran territory. But yeah, if you want to go to Earth, or if you want me to show you something, just let me know. But yeah, basically they split up from Earth factions, from Terrans, and they build their own kind of like thing. So my goals right now really is, I've done all the storylines except the split storyline. But the problem that I found, they couldn't so much detail. You have to make everything from the ground up. Yeah, and you start like just like as a basically flying one ship in the game, and like literally you can start in a ship like this or something, and then you can kind of like build your way up. Initially, like what you could be doing, there's like a bunch of things you can do. Either do missions, you can do crime, you can maybe start looking for these special crystals, not mining, but like there's crystals in the asteroids that you can actually look by eye. They're hard to find, but they're expensive. And then from there, slowly you kind of like building up. My first station was just like my HQ, had like a power plant. I just added solar panels to my HQ, and that was like basically my first station. Yeah, if they don't build ships, they cannot protect
Pegasus,
themselves.
Vanguard.
But right now I'm just sit like in one ship and I command everything, because like and it may get a little bit boring like by the end, but you can actually set your own goals if you want and keep it fun. I do find that like there's not a lot of action in my universe, but I think it's just because I don't have a lot of enemies. And for my next playthrough, that's why I want to play split. That will be like angry with everybody, but it's fine. You want to have like because there was plenty of war like mid game, where like Xenon almost pushed me away from my own factories. So like that's not gonna be a problem for like until very end game. But I would still recommend like starting first playthrough a little bit more peaceful, and then on the second playthrough maybe try different things. There is also like some mods that allow to create like factions react to what you do. Like right now I can trade with one faction and another faction that are enemies to each other, and they still both of them like me. But you can install a mod that makes it like so that if you trade with the enemies, one of them will like you and the other one starts disliking you, and then you kind of then have a reason to go to war with them, because they'll stop liking you if you trade with their enemies. Or you can choose and pick a side. Yeah, and there's like a good modding community with this game.
Pegasus,
there's a lot of different mods
Vanguard.
for it. But you don't really need mods. The game is like good as is, with exception of like maybe a few light interface mods. Because like for example, I use like if you do this and you can rename by pattern. Like this is a mod. I can use that to rename the ships faster, because otherwise you have to rename them one by one. And where was I? So I built a defense platform here. Let me just put that drones, give it some drones to repair it and defend it if necessary. Like there are also stations that are just like purely defensive platforms. Like if I go to this station,
Entering system. Xioth's Dominion.
this entire station is just a big gun. Like that you see the discs there. It's not discs, but it's like these platforms. They're full of guns, and it can still be killed. Like I saw YouTube videos saying like it can't be killed, but like because like it has so many guns, but it can still be killed. There's like Xenon can push quite aggressively if you not pay attention. How about you give me like an idea for a ship? Do you want me to like design a ship, and you can fly it? Let me go show you how to design a ship. Like for example, in here we can build L models, and this is like all the models of ships. Or this is like a capital ships. Like this is just the capital ships, which means that these are like super large ships. There's also like medium ships, small ships, and super large ships like XL, like double capital ships. But a good ship like is a capital ship, because like you can use it as a small fleet, and you can do like different things with it. Like for example, let's say Behemoth. It's Argon ship, I believe. That's the model, but then you can design it bit by bit. Like for example. And there's like different races have different travel drives. Like for example, Teladi is good for civilian ships, because they are like for miners, for traders. So we're not going to use Teladi on a capital ship. On a destroyer. This is more like a destroyer. Let's see. But we will use Paranid engine, because like Paranid engine are really good for combat. And we'll use the all-round version. Now, I like Terran Shield. Terran Shield is one of the best shields in game. And then thrusters, all-round thrusters. Yeah, I put Terran Shields and everything. But again, like, I'm gonna change that because, like, right now I'm happy to play where I just choose the best thing, and that usually ends up with me choosing just always the same thing for all the ships. But next playthrough I'll just do it like more thematically, like to try out other things as well. It has a main gun, Argon Behemoth main battery, right? And then you can put the for the large guns, what I'll use is plasma, Paranid plasma. I believe Paranid plasma is the best with Terran shield. Well, the large guns, because for the large guns you want to use them to kill other capital ships. And also, like, the different turrets have different uses. And then for medium turrets, like you see, these slots have M and these slots have L. For medium turrets, I would use Flak. Flak is one of the best to kill both small ships and medium ships. And this ship has like 4 medium slots. So they will be protecting it from like swarms of little fighters. But capital ship is one of the most expensive things to like build in the game, but I already have a wharf that has all the components, so it's easy for me at this point. Plus, you would normally buy it from factions, like you can spend credits to buy it. I'm not gonna spend any credits because like I actually have a materials, like I have economy that will supply me in materials, so I build it for free.
Ecosoft would like to thank you for buying their product.
Not for free, but I'm just paying with the actual raw materials and high-tech materials. For the large ship, I'll just put repair drones, because you don't need cargo drones or defense drones. It's already a massive gun, so you don't need defense drones to defend it. But you need it to repair it. And then you have a service crew. Like, you want to also have... do you have countermeasures as well as for larger ships? Depends what you mean by countermeasures. Like, do you mean like how to kill the big ships with the small ship, or what do you mean by that? Because you can specialize little fighters to be bombers, and then they'll kill the big ships. They'll actually kill them quite easily if they have good numbers. So you can set up the turrets to only target specific ships. Like my large turrets, I only want them to target capital ships, and my small turrets, sorry, medium turrets, to only target the fighters, the little ships. So yeah, you can build like a behemoth, and that's how easy it is to do it for me right now at this point in this game. I just press confirm order, and I'll just have like this massive ship built in 5 minutes. Let's jump into my main ship so I can accelerate the time, and it'll just go 6 times faster. So instead of
Pegasus
taking
entering
6 minutes,
system.
I'll only take 1
Ocean
minute
of
to build.
fantasy.
Like, I just turned on setup, which is acceleration. To get the acceleration, by the way, you need to do a quest. You need to find like a damaged singularity engine. You need to unlock personal headquarters. So it's not like free, but once you build it, like, you can accelerate time, and you see it goes faster.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
Yeah, and that's kind of like why the end game can be a little bit boring, because you already have everything. It's not boring, but I think, again, like, I think it just in my playthrough, because I'm peaceful with everybody, I don't have much challenges except the Xenon. That's why I'm fighting the Xenon here. And you see all these sectors green, but like that took like maybe 10, 20, 30 hours to clear these sectors, because like it takes forever to push a little bit. You can speed it up, like, I mean, like, if you're more active with it, but right now I just want to secure this defended space and not push too hard, because I'm planning to build a storage here. I want to have at least 3 jumps away from the other storage. I have another storage here, because then my empire is going to be connected. Like, you see, everything is connected. There are these ships traveling, main trade routes. I have like main trade routes coming through all the way here to my next trading station. And you want to like make sure that you have connected supply across your empire. So I'm going to build like a warehouse here in Zyre Dominion 10. Oh, I forgot the acceleration. But yeah, I suppose like if you're at war with many Oh, somebody promoted me.
Reporting back for duty. The mission was a complete success.
Yeah, Split wants to talk to me. But you see, they want me to travel to them through all these Xenon sectors. And I don't want to go there just yet. They wanted... they want to promote me to say I'm a friend of their families or something. But I'll just put it on inactive because I cannot go there. They'll give you titles, and when you get titles with factions, you get like some subscription to their trading stations, but you still have to buy it. Hang on, they're building a defense station here, so I need to assign a manager. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my ship and ask this guy work somewhere else for me. And by the way, the workforce is here. You can literally see every single person who works for you. You can meet them in person if you want to. And because like there is a like you can go to the station now and speak to a manager. Like I'll show you. I'll teleport to it. Like I'm on that station that's building.
Zioth's Dominion.
So this is the station they're building. This is going to be basically one of that big gun station that I was talking about. But they're just building it to protect the gate that is on the front line with the Xenon. But now I can go to like manager's office and say hi to the person I just. It's a Boron. Sir, yeah.
Can I help?
What can I talk to them about? General information? Yeah, but I just...
Can I help?
There's not much. Show me live stream. It'll just show you some live stream from the sector. Normally, you can also give them seminar to improve their management skill, but it's a defense platform, it's not a factory, so they don't need high management skill. What management skill affects is their, I think, like how good they give orders and also the range of the jump range of gates. I'm gonna teleport back to... By the way, you see I'm teleporting between things very, very fast. Like I'm immediately in my ship that's many sectors away.
System. Ocean
You do
of
that,
fantasy.
you can't teleport from the beginning. You do that by unlocking teleportation research. There's a bunch of research trees as well in this game. And once you unlocked it, then it gives you obviously some benefits like teleportation.
Pegasus. Vanguard.
But you can only teleport to like your own assets. Don't be a space Karen. Yeah. But you can only teleport to like your own assets as far as I know. And any kind of factories or stations that are owned by nations that have like plus 27 reputation with you. So like very high reputation, you can teleport to their stations as well after a while. Now what I wanted to do with this, rename it, because I want to build it properly. Defense platform CT10-2. And I'm gonna assign some traders to it so they can supply building materials or whatever it needs. Drone components. And I'll put enable lost ship replacements in case any of them die. Yeah, so that will continue building then. And is this one finished or not yet? Yeah, I think this one is finished as well. We just need to put drones inside. Oh, it already has the order for the drones, so yeah, that's all finished. And that means we can push out further here. What I'll do then... I think I'm gonna get like one of the small ships. Excuse me, I just want to take your ship for a sec. Thank you. It's funny, just had like their CEO teleport to you behind your back and take your ship. But yeah, the reason why I just want to explore a little bit into the fog here, and if I make an order, it just takes longer. I don't want to do it. I just want to see there. Okay, I see some stations there. That looks like a trading station from Split. Because I thought they were gone completely, but maybe they have some kind of station here. Let me use travel drive. How to build ships? Once you assign a fleet to it, it'll auto-replace them if they're destroyed. but it's not gonna like auto-build them. You have to order them. But once you have like, let's say 50 ships assigned to a station, like if 10 of them destroyed, it'll just replace them automatically. So you don't really feel like you need that, because you'll just assign like a certain amount of ships to it. I'm curious first of all about this station. So this is probably a Xenon defense platform. Or maybe a shipyard or a wharf.
Unknown station.
It looks different. What is it? Oh no, it's a power plant. Okay. I'm curious about that station. While I go explore that station, I'll ask my fleet to attack. Oh, somebody is intercepting me. Yeah, that looks like it's... Hopefully they won't shoot me out of a travel drive. Because while in travel drive you move quite fast, it's unlikely that other ships will be able to shoot you. Oh shit, no. I take back my words. I guess they can shoot me out of a travel drive. But this is a very slow ship. It's a heavy ship, heavy fighter. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to die. Sorry about that. I hope you're gonna be okay. Yeah, I just teleported out of there. No, he's doing fine. He's just gonna run away. Yeah, but I want to see what's the thing I saw. I need a faster ship. Let me do this. Let me put the thing. I'm gonna go into my fastest ship, my main ship, my main scout ship.
Pegasus entering
and
system.
I'll use this ship to go there.
Ocean of Fantasy.
Yeah, the chair moves out of the way, please.
Autopilot engaged.
Because I want to see what that station is, because like that might actually be a trading station for the split. And I thought the split will completely destroy it in my game, so if they have a trading station, that's nice. By the way, this is like one of the fastest ships in the game. Like you will not see other ships going to 14 kilometers per second. It's like ridiculous. If you have like 6 or 7 kilometers per second ship, you usually think, oh shit, it's so fast. This is like double that. And it's because like this ship has you can find faster ships, but this one has exceptional quality mods for chassis. It reduces the drag and ship mass. Travel engine.
Entering system.
Engine,
the void.
Vickers Strass mod. They're all exceptional quality modifications. Now, when you mod the ships, you can only mod one by one. Like, you cannot apply modifications to, like... Well, you can, but it'll take you forever. Plus, it is expensive to do that. So you'll usually apply modifications to only your personal ships to make them much stronger. Kind of like I did with this one, because I piloted. But you won't be able to, like, apply it to, like, entire fleet. You can maybe apply it to, like, some flagships or destroyers or, like, the strongest ships in your fleet. Maybe it makes sense to apply them, but I only apply it to like my personal ships. Who is that? Oh, it's one of the traders, but this one in particular is using Terran design. This is like one of the only ones that are different in my trade fleets. It's like Baldric is the model name for this one.
Entering system. Second contact.
And this is what defense platform looks like to the left, with the we just passed. That's like that station is just a one big gun. So the reason I'm currently flying to that sector on my ship because I tried I tried commandeering a ship from there and I nearly
Entering
got it
system.
destroyed.
Argon
So
Prime.
there's no way anything can take this ship out of the travel drive. No way. This is too fast. Yeah, this is the highway. That's why I was saying, like, in the beginning of the game, you probably want to find this this highway. So this highway goes like in a circle
Entering system.
around
Take
all the
fast
main
choice.
sectors in the game, and then like do the circle. And there's also some sectors inside you might want to go off the highway to explore the insides, because this is all like gonna be like a safe space, except maybe Vigor Syndicate. Yeah, you have to be friendly with them, befriend them later. But all of this will probably be, as far as I know, like, yeah, it should be like the safe space for you to explore. But when you go out, that's when you're gonna find Xenon. Like, Terrence already killed all the Xenon here, but normally in your game, when you're starting out, there will be some Xenon here, some Xenon here. So you want to be careful around exploring. And there will be pirates here, I think. Yeah, there's like some pirate stations there. So right now I only have like to worry about the north side, because I already cleared out. And
Danger.
also...
Entering system. Vargas Cascade.
Oh, there's also some systems with like environmental hazards. So, but this one I think just drains shields. It doesn't do anything.
Entering system. Family Zin.
I think I'm gonna pilot myself now.
Autopilot disengaged.
Sometimes it kicks out of the autopilot if you don't pilot it. If it comes near an asteroid or something. There's plenty of asteroids there.
Jump kit entering system. Family Newt.
There's also like flight assist mode and no flight assist. What flight assist does just keeps you in the general direction of your movement, and also keeps you with the plane of the sector. But you can turn it off for combat purposes or to quickly correct the movement. Like, for example, I can just like look backwards while still moving in the direction I want. But if I don't turn it off, I can't do that.
Accelerator. Zioth's Dominion 10.
I love how fast this ship is.
Jump gate entering.
It's
Zioth's
ridiculously
Dominion
fast.
10.
I think there's a black hole somewhere. Did we just pass it? Yeah, I think we just passed it, no? But you can't do anything with it, as far as I know. It's just for all the like planet stuff and suns. It's all just like for the background. In this game, it doesn't really have effect. It's not about this. The game is like not about like planetary landings and stuff. It's more about space and space economy. And the lore of this game is that like before there was a gate shutdown, so they don't have like faster than light tech. Nobody has faster than light tech. They just have these gates, and these gates are like built by the ancients. So that's like the lore of the game. So when the gate shut down, there was like a big gate shutdown. Like factions got isolated. They had no way of getting back to the same space as each other.
Entering system. 11th hour.
Right. So I want to see what that thing is. We can turn off the guidance. I want to see what that thing is. Or is it just the background prop where it's like you can't really reach it because it's too far away? I wonder. It might be just the background. Something like attached to the star. If I go beyond the sector edge, then yeah. Yeah, I think it's not real. I thought it was like a split station. Yeah, no, it's not real. If you go to the edge, it'll just expand the sector. It's not. Yeah, never mind. I thought that was like a trading station. Oh no, sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get an encyclopedia. Yeah, it's like it has a story. It's not real. I thought it was a trading station. Okay. That got me confused. So there was no point of me coming here. I suppose I can explore the gates. Let me see what's here.
Entering system. Guiding star.
More Xenon. Guiding star sector, okay. Yeah, of course it's gonna be more Xenon. Just enemies. Which area? No, I'm still clearing it like from...
Entering
It's gonna take
system.
long time, it doesn't happen
11th
fast.
hour.
Like, to kill a station it may take like a good 5-10 minutes, depending on your fleet power. Stations take also forever to build. They can be building for days if you don't have like time acceleration. Like my Terran Wharf, I was building it for, like, its building time was 28.8 hours. That's in-game time. You can accelerate it by just putting, turning on time acceleration, and that will make it, how many times faster?
Entering system.
6 times
Bios
faster.
Dominion.
So instead of 28 hours, it'll take you like 4 hours, 4.5 hours, something like that. But then you'll have to kind of like run the game for 4.5 hours entirely in time acceleration, which is not likely. You'll probably do quests and stuff, so it'll take maybe more like 6 to 8 hours to build like a big station. Right, what I want to do, I want to go back to this station because I like to chill in a quiet space where there's nothing going on in sector,
Autopilot.
so it
Engage.
doesn't bother my CPU too much. Yeah, there's like also one thing you need to remember about this game. There's a difference between in sector and out of sector. In sector is just like this field around
Entering
my ship,
Dominion.
like
1.
where everything is rendering. Like when I'm flying in my ship, wherever I am physically, the game will render everything physically around me. You'll calculate every projectile, every ship, everything becomes like physically simulated, and that
Entering
increases like
system.
obviously
Family
the
mute.
requirements on your PC, on your graphics card, on your CPU, etc. So like if you're not really doing anything, if you're just waiting, you probably don't want to be like on your headquarters if your headquarters is a massive station with hundreds of trade ships. Like
Family
my headquarters is like surrounded by trade ships, by a lot of stuff going on, so I don't want to like chill here, even though like it makes sense to chill at my headquarters, but instead I just go like to some station of the Boron and I just chill here instead. There's nothing happening here except like a few civilian ships and stuff. So, and yeah, that's why I'm saying just like to
Danger.
keep it like
Hazardous
load on your
entering
computer low.
system. Argus
Avoid
cascade.
like areas when you just chill, when you're spending long time in time acceleration. Avoid areas that like have heavy traffic.
Entering system. Atikva's choice.
Because everything else in this game is not rendered. Like for example, the game doesn't really render this sector. It just makes the calculations in the background. Of course, there's still trades going on. It's not to say there is no trades. There's still some kind of trades going on between like these different factions. Everything in the game, like this game doesn't spawn any kind of ships into thin air around you from nothing. Every single ship has to come from like ore and silicon from asteroid fields and be built. I think even for quest purposes, like it's very minimal. All the
Entering
ships,
system. Argon
well, maybe for
Prime.
quest purposes, but like all the other ships have to be like fully built. So the economies are being simulated, but like when it's in the background, it's not as aggressive. Yeah, just buy the basic game, and then if you want, you can start installing
Entering
DLC
system.
while
Second
you're
contact.
still playing. Because as I said, like you might not even want to engage with DLC until like 50 or 100 hours into your playthrough. You don't even need it. Like you're gonna find a lot of things to do, and it'll still be super exciting just to learn the basic systems without necessarily having to discover the Boron. Like I haven't discovered the Boron in forever. Until like 100 hours into my playthrough.
Entering system. The Void.
So like you're not losing anything by just buying the basic game, and you can install it on the existing save. It doesn't break your save or anything. you'll just get like a message, hey, we found a gate that's inactive. If you want to go to it, why am I going directly behind it?
Autopilot disengaged.
Sorry, let me just move away.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, sometimes autopilot is done. But yeah, I like that how deep this game is. Like even Xenon enemies, like all of these that will mine resources, they will not spawn anything out of nothing. They have to go through the same economy cycles as the regular players and regular factions. So nothing in this game happens like from nothing. It's not like hard-coded, oh, now you need to fight enemies, we spawn this fleet for you to fight. No. Like it all comes from somewhere, from some economy. There's a reason behind it. And that's why, like, you will also have the effect on the economy that you might not even be aware of until you make some kind of big mistake. Like buying up all the construction materials from all the factions. Or you might strengthen somebody, like you maybe want to protect one faction and be friends with one faction. Like for example, Cigaris Pioneers, they are offshoot of Terran factions. And maybe you want to be friends with them, but they use the same materials as Terran. And if you're friends with them and you're supplying them with like energy cells or something, they'll be trading with Terrans and you'll be strengthening the Terran, even if you are the enemy of Terrans. So like you might not even be aware you're doing it.
Autopilot disengaged. Boron trading station. Docking granted.
Oh, we built a behemoth, by the way. I want to check out what's on our behemoth. Because I haven't seen the Argon capital ship. Let me teleport to it. Where is it?
Successfully docked.
There it is.
It's an honor to have you aboard.
Okay.
Entering
Where's
system.
the pilot?
The Reach.
Is he on a break? Oh no, you're just spawning in. Okay. Glitch. So it's funny, it's being piloted by Parnid, because like the game will use whatever workforce that you have on the station, and this station for me, like it's full of Parnids, so they're like these alien things. Argon is actually humans. They should look human, but these guys, because like where I built the ship, this is where it's getting manned. I'll give you seminars. Hang on. 0 star, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star.
Goodbye.
I'm just gonna level up him because each pilot has also like its own. There's a guide online. You can find like 100, not 100 pages, but like maybe like I don't know, 40, 50 pages guides on just the on the crew mechanic. But the combined skill 2.5 stars is good enough for a large ship, I think, in my opinion. Let me pilot it. Okay. Can I shoot the asteroid? Oops. So you see, these are very, very slow projectiles. That's because they're very powerful, and they will... It doesn't make sense, obviously, use that to fight like small ships. You're only going to be using them against other capital ships and stations. So that's what the capital ship's purpose is. It is to fight other capital ships. Unless you design it specifically to fight small ships. Or it is to kill stations. But even so, they do a lot of damage, insane amount of damage, but even so, it'll take like an hour to kill a station. Because stations are like a really big time investment in the game, but also it's a big time investment to destroy one. So one capital ship won't necessarily do much against like a CAC Hive. Like CAC Hive is like a big station of CAC aliens. So you probably, well, I mean, like it's still gonna destroy it because like CAC are usually weak, but it's gonna take it like hours and hours. You probably want at least 4 destroyers for like a CAC Hive to clear it. But yeah, that's what the ship looks like. Let me just walk around in the ship. You can actually walk around.
Please, we will be scanning your cargo hold.
Like if I go to dock area,
That's fine. You can go now.
so you can look at this ship. You can dock other ships on this ship. So it's like, I think I'm not supposed to go this way, but okay. Just want to look around a bit. And it's not good lighting. For some reason it's dark. If I moved it to a sector with more sunlight, you could see everything better. Let me go to a different, maybe capital ship, to show you what it would look like. There is also like big giant mining ships as well. Let me find one mining ship actually, or transporter ship. Like this for example, we have this transporter that supplies water from our water mine to trading stations, to our internal trading stations. Oh wait, it wants to autosave. Just wait for it to autosave.
Entering system. Sanctuary
it's gonna
of darkness.
Oh, it's in Sanctuary of Darkness. Wow. It's a hazardous area, but we already kind of like defeated all the enemies here, and we cleared and built a super highway. But yeah, look how awesome it is. Like it's dark. This sector is very dark and ominous, and also you can see like the space wind while you're traveling in this sector. And this entire ship, like you can see from here as well. So we are walking right now in that little spot there. This is the ship. It's like a massive ship. And the purpose of this ship, it's a freighter. It's just transporting water. All it does is transporting water from our ice mine. So we have an ice mine there. Here, the ice mine. What it does, it refines the ice into water, and then this ship takes the water to the trading station. Specifically, no, actually, it delivers water to our HQ for our workforce, because we have HQ with Boran workforce. Boran are aquatic creatures. They like water, and all their food and stuff obviously is also made from water, and even like their ships are made from water, or at least like some of it. You need the water for their ships. Maybe they live in it or something. So that's why all the ship does is like travels between our ice mine, where we refine water, and
Entering system.
delivers the water to HQ. We also have a bunch of ships that deliver it to other storages from the same mine. But like every ship has like a purpose, and it has a crew. Like you can literally take this guy and you can make him like the best pilot in the world. If you wanted to, like you can train him. You can give him an entire fleet if you wanted to, and he'll be like your commander. Or you can make him a manager of a station, of a big complex. Or you can just make him an engineer. He can just keep working as an engineer in this ship. Like, it's up to you. So you can engage with this game in any way you want. So yeah, I like it. It's just like it has like very deep systems, and it's like, and it can go to like really small microscopic level, where you can even like engage with individual civilians on your ship and make them into somebody. But anyway, I'll go back to a lot of this game. Also, you just maybe going to be looking at these menus and screens, and
Entering system.
and just not really do anything. Just wait until things are being built. So it's about like you being able to
Pegasus.
also make it
Vanguard.
fun for yourself. Like if you find it something fun, you can make your own fun and imagine, create your own stories. Yeah, the time investment is going to be pretty high, I think. But I think it will be worth it. Like if you actually engage with it, like you're not going to regret investing like 50 hours, maybe not playing other games and just playing this game, because there's a lot of fun to be had as well in this game. Like especially like if you can let yourself imagine like the stories you create, and it gives you like the like literally a sandbox, or to build like your own story, which is awesome. Like you can start as a pirate. This is like what I'm gonna do on my next playthrough, and potentially build like a pirate empire. And again, like you can just leave it AFK sometimes when you doing something else, and it'll still allow you to keep passing time while something is building, while something is doing. and then you can just come and play it for 20 minutes and just change something or fix something,
Requesting permission to dock.
and then keep letting it run by itself. But like if you look at like what's possible and like how granular it gets, and like yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it is like mainly a sandbox, I would say. Oh, by the way, like, but like for sure, but there's like interesting quest lines. They're not very well voice acted. They're not obviously anything like Hollywood style standard, but there's like quest lines and lore in this game that you can engage with, and it's quite interesting. Like for example, Paranid, they were fighting each other, but I actually united them. Because what I did was I became friends. So these guys hated me. There was like a different faction here. Right now it's just like, you see the first 3 letters is Tree, which means it's a realm of the Trinity. But before the first 3 letters was HOP, Holy Order of Pontifex. And this faction was separate faction. It also wasn't Trinity, it was Paranid, God Realm of Paranid. And they were like at war with each other. So I became friendly with both of them and I traded with both of them. And then there was like some quest lines that you did. Eventually you got to... That's why I was saying they took my factory. Then they decided, like, I had a quest to build a monument for them in the Pious Mist 2, which would be like their holy space. And they saw my factory, and the quest required me to build a factory to build not a factory, but to build like a monument in the sector. But the first thing, I needed to get a plot, buy a plot of 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers by 10 kilometers, and the game already identified that this fit the criteria. So they basically took my factory. They said like, oh, this is our monument. It was just producing advanced electronics, so I converted it to their monument instead. So that was funny, and I had to build a separate advanced electronics factory right next to it. So yeah, that was like kind of hilarious. But like, because I built their monument, then they united together with that monument. By the way, just to let you know, I will be ending the stream for a break for in about 25 minutes. And yeah, and then maybe I'll come back to stream like in a half an hour to an hour after that. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, like, so, and another way that you can engage, like, what other interesting quest lines I really liked. I mean, the Bourne quest line was interesting. It wasn't like in the beginning, because like I was more interested in trading and expanding my empire and my economy. I wasn't really engaging with Boron, but then like you open a bunch of like their sectors, then you find this sector, which initially there's nothing here. There was not these like highways, and there was a bunch of like CAC, and you kind of have to like, and this gate was clocked. You had to like build this thing around this gate. There's like some kind of technology, scan it, do some things, and basically you had to kind of clear this sector of all the stuff in it. There was like a big battle, and then they started building super highways here so that the ships can travel, and eventually you got to Boron's home systems, which are these main systems. So that was interesting quest line. Terrans have a lot of like quest lines to fight Yaki, to fight Xenon, and some quest lines you can actually go either way. Like you can support them or you can support their enemy, and it can go like, yeah, you can make actual choices which will change the galaxy. Like I could, instead of uniting the Paranid, like you can actually make them fight each other, or you can make them fight other nations or something. I don't know if that's still in the game, but I think you could in before. Teladi not really fighting anybody. They're usually quite chill, and I don't remember any Teladi storylines. So Teladi is just like basically your economic faction. They just like they're very. You will meet them a lot, but they're just like more about building economy. Oh, these guys, yeah. There's also a quest line here. There's like tides and stuff here, which destroys all ships. So that was also quite interesting to engage with. And I haven't even explored Split plotline, because in my game all Split were destroyed. There's no Split. I'm still trying to get them back. I hope the trading ships from other factions will come to this space and finally build these stations, because these stations see me as the enemy. I cannot supply them. By default, the Split Zyrth will be Zyre, the minion will be enemy with the Argon, and I started as Argon, so they see me as the enemy, they will not trade with me, so I cannot bring them back. By the way, enemy doesn't mean they will be attacking me actively, because what enemy means in this game is just like they're not gonna trade with you. Let me go. Oh, they became neutral with Terrans, okay. Who did I improve relations with? Oh, free families, okay. What was I going to say? Yeah, like if you go here and you look at yeah, Zyre Patriarchy, yeah. So you see it's -15, which means like they will not trade with me. But they will not target my combat ships, and they will not attempt to destroy my property.
Requesting permission
They will
to
just
dock.
not trade with me.
Docking permission granted.
And I'm not allowed to dock at their stations, so I cannot give them the materials for them to come back. But the way the game works, like you cannot extinct entire faction, you cannot like destroy the entire faction. Because like they will, well, I mean you can, yeah, but they will put these like plots of land. If you completely destroy them, even if you destroy these, they will keep respawning until somebody gives them the hull parts and claytronics to start building again. So even if you completely destroy it, they can come back from extinction. Except maybe like Terran, because like Terran needs very specific type of components. They have a different tech tree. And if you, for example, well, the Sagaris Pioneers still have those components. They will trade with the Terrans. But if you destroy Sagaris Pioneers and destroy the Terran, they will have no way to come back because there's nobody in the universe who can give them the parts to come back. And same goes for Xenon. Like if you completely clear out the Xenon, they will still try to place a plot somewhere to build, but there's nobody obviously gonna trade with the Xenon, the enemy with everybody. So my goal for now is just like to keep clearing. So I'm gonna build like a trading station here, I think, like an internal one. Let me show you then station building. I think I want like 7 kilometers by 7 kilometers by 7 kilometers plot for the trading station. I'll just drop it down here. And the point of this will be just to move all my supplies to this sector. So it's basically an internal trading station, which it only trades with me. Oh, it's a nice background. Yeah, I think that's everything we need. And look there, there's a bunch of materials that I need to build it. It's like advanced electronics, claytronics, energy cells, field coils, hull parts, shield components, turret, and see ships already started bringing it. Then you need to assign a builder. Builder is a giant ship, which is XL. It's bigger than a capital ship, which is gonna build the station. You can, in the beginning, in the early game, you can hire a ship from another faction, but later in your playthrough, you can actually get your own. You can either buy your own from or you can build your own on your shipyard. And you can also build giant shipyards and to produce your own ships, but they are very expensive in terms of blueprint cost. They're like 200 million for like the XL shipyard, and then the ship blueprint as well costs money. It costs like 90 millions for the ship or something like that. So for the largest ship need a lot of money investment. But you don't need it, like you can just hire a ship from a faction for, I think it's like 50,000 credits, so it's like pocket change, it's nothing.
Docking permission
It won't cost you anything, basically. Because for beginner stations, you're probably also not going to be, like, you can just build a dock, for example. Like, if you want to buy out, like, kind of like what I did, I bought up all the hull parts and claytronics, so I can build more stations. I just built, like, this station started. Like, this station can start as just like a dock and one container. And that's it, that's all you need. And that will buy out, for example, all the hull parts and claytronics and trade with your own people. But all the ships, like with the station, they are automated. That will supply it with like mining materials. Mining materials. Yeah. Once you assign miners to it, of course. But like they will be automated. They'll just like follow the directives of the station manager. Is there another big battle here? Oh, we have a battle here. Oh, he's still fighting the... Okay, yeah. Like, we do have one fleet that is much stronger against stations, but this one is like an old fleet. It's our first fleet, so it's kind of weaker. Let me maybe bring... Where's our other fleet? I forgot where I put it. Hang on, I'll just find it in the thing. Oh, there it is. Okay. What is it doing here? Nothing much. Maybe I'll just move you to this sector, so you can clear it, because there's a lot of enemy stations there. And let's go attack this, please. And you know what? I'll even dock with it with my fighter ship. I have my own personal fighter ship. I'll ask it to go dock here. Yeah, this is my personal fighter ship.
The Reach.
I'll let the pilot it.
You're clean. Move along.
But this is like, it also has like exceptional mods and everything. It's like a really good medium class ship. Plus, it has a personal escort of 20 Moreas assigned to intercept for it. I think it's gonna be stuck for a bit, because the AI pilot sometimes stupid trying to get out of the... It doesn't know how to get out. Sometimes the AI can be stupid, but eventually it'll find its way. I think I'm just gonna speed it up and fly... Oh, okay. No. No, that's not how it works. Okay, eventually he's gonna break through this... My friend, let me pilot. I don't think... I think you had a little bit too many yesterday. Let me just get you out of here. Now you can pilot it. Yeah. So they can be a little bit dumb sometimes. But that only happens in sector. That's why you want to avoid like being like too much in sector where there's too many ships. And you see these little ships flying around? They are Moreas. It's like my personal escort. How long did it take me to get this point in the game? About 16 days of gameplay, I think. Like literally in-game 16 days, but it's not all 16. It's not actually 16 days because some of it was time acceleration. So I would say realistically maybe 9 days of gameplay, which means you probably, it depends how often you play, it'll take you like a month, maybe 1 month of gameplay. If you, it's like how many hours is 9 days? It's almost 240 hours, right? It's like 220 hours of gameplay. Yeah, 220 hours of gameplay. Probably. Something like that. But again, it was my first playthrough, so you can probably get to this stage in the game much faster. I've seen players get to this stage of gameplay in about 4 days, which is it's like 90 hours. 96 hours. But remember, I'm talking about... I'm not talking about active gameplay. Like, you can leave this game in the background. You can turn it on when you sleep and it'll just game for you. It'll just make you money. Like, you can make overnight, even like early game, you can make like 10 million. And that'll allow you to build a bunch of stations. And then the next night, you build it, you wait for the stations to finish. And then the next night after that, those stations will make you 30 or 50 million. So, and that's already, you played 72 hours. Because you just left, or not 72 hours, sorry. Three nights, that's like 8 hours per night, that's, what, 24 hours. So it's like 24 hours of gameplay, you can just sleep. And like, it's completely fine because sometimes like there's nothing to do. I mean, like, no, there's always something to do. There's always something you can do. But if you don't want to, you can just wait for a station to finish building. And then it'll make you hundreds of millions. I'm just moving this ship to the front line so I can personally fly it and maybe fight someone. Sometimes it's nice to also like feel like you're being driven around by a taxi, because it's like this guy is just driving you. Like if I turn on, no, how do I go back to my current? Hang on, let me see if I can do this. Will it leave? No, it keeps changing. Every time I wanted to do something, it doesn't do it. Yeah, like I want to get like live stream view for this ship. Can I do that? Oh yeah, I did it. Object lock. Yeah, so now it should be just giving like cinematic view of me flying.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, and yeah, just try it out. There is
Entering system. Arcus Cascade.
And I would even say like some things you might find that like mods make things easier, but I would encourage you like to try out the game without mods as much as you can, because sometimes you don't know what to mod. Like one of the things that people try to mod usually, I think, getting the prices easier, like finding the prices easier or something. But maybe the reason why it's not easy to find prices is because the game wants you to try find all the different activities that you can do outside of just trading, and it does reward you massively for then engaging with those activities. Or skill levels, for example. Yeah, I wanted to like buy trader seminars mod, get a trader seminars mod, so that's, sorry, not trader, the seminar, the pilot seminars, to increase the skills easier. Oh shit, I can see myself, like my own character. Nice. That was my own view. Why is it? Yeah, because it's like weird. It's trying to come in from an angle that's getting stuck. It's not, the cinematic camera is not always very good.
Entering system. Family Zin.
I'm gonna turn it off if it keeps doing that. Why is it stopping? There's the big ship behind. Yeah, why you stop, my friend? Did you arrive? I told you to dock at the auxiliary ship. No, I think he's just like chilling. Okay. I'm gonna just look at it like this. You can design your own logo, put on the ships. I had like this smiley face with a skull. And this ship is actually a Yaki ship. So Yaki are the pirates who fight Terran, but it's not originally a Yaki ship. I think it's like it was a model of Nemesis Vanguard from Paranid. So Yaki like took the idea from that. At least like that's what the lore is, I'm assuming. And they built their own like modified version of it, and it's better than the Paranid version of it. Now Yaki also has this small ship. I'll show you. This is our personal escort. Can I see the external view for it? Why not? I'm sure I can. Hang on. The hell? Let me pause. I'm sure there's a way to do... Oh yeah, there it is. I just saw it. Yeah, this little ship. Now, this is like the model. You will find exactly the same model on a Paranage ship called Pegasus Vanguard. But what Yaki did, they modified it to give it like 4 guns and became a much stronger ship, much stronger fighter. Plus, it is faster than the original version. So I like the ship as well. I use like also I have a bunch of those Moreas, little ships, as bombers on my carriers.
Entering system.
Because you can equip them with
Nuked.
4 blast mortars, and blast mortars do insane damage to like stations and capital ships. So, which is funny is that a little ship like this Morea from Yaki can actually destroy stations and destroy capital ships. Plus, the funny thing is Yaki actually the enemy of Terran, but because I have the designs from Yaki ships and I'm friendly with Terran, I'm building Yaki ships, Moreas, but I'm getting them piloted by Terrans. It's like Terran actually pilots the Yaki ships in my game, and the reason for this, because like in this game, each race like has unique benefits from piloting the ships. I was just looking at the guy, like his shadow is disappearing. I think he stops rendering when I'm not looking at him to save graphic space, but like the shadow gives it away. It's funny.
Kami.
Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, Terrans have, as pilots, Terrans have a unique ability that they always able to evade. Other races not always able to evade.
Entering
Like
system.
other races have like
Via
50% chance of
Dominion.
evasion depending on their skill level. Like I think they need to have high skill level to when they're being destroyed or when they're taking heavy damage to evade the attacker. Well, with Terran pilots, they are always able to do that. That's why for all my combat ships and small ships and medium ships, I just put Terrans in there. Even though it's a Yaki ship and it's like a pirate ship that against them, they're piloting that technology. It's kind of like funny, and you can make like these funny stories in your game, like how you have one race that hates each other, but they're piloting their technology in your company. Yeah, I'm excited for my next playthrough. I think it's gonna be playing as the Split. And Split is the race of these guys who I think they are like super hateful with Boron. They are like combat pilots and criminals usually in X4 games, but they also try to dominate the Boron. They actually tried to kill the Boron themselves. They weren't, and the Boron actually defended against them. And Argons actually helped Boron to defend against Split. I think that's the lore, if I say that correctly. But because of that, Split like really hate the Boron and they really hate the Argon. And they're like natural enemies. But yeah, as I said, in my game they're completely gone, and I want to see if I can bring them back. But I'm past the point where like there is a level of fun that you will naturally have as you play the game. But by the end game, all you do is just like literally staring at the menus, and like nobody can fight you. Like there's probably nobody can give me a challenge at this point. It's kind of boring. I'd like to start over. I'll probably install some mods like Vero, maybe like to, if not make the game harder, make it a little bit different. So I maybe have some kind of challenges or engagements in the end game. I'll install Dynamic Wars, I'll install the Reactive Factions mods, so you can... What's going on here? Oh shit, there's a big fight here. Okay. So let me jump on one of the destroyers, see what's happening.
You're in trouble now.
Entering system. 11th hour.
You're going to regret.
Sin.
Can we watch it? Can you show us next object? I want to see the fight. Okay, it doesn't give us the fight. I'm gonna leave this. Sometimes the cinematics can be really good, but sometimes they just don't focus on the right target. There's big ships. Oh shit, there! Oh, this is dangerous. Is that big ship throws graviton beams in every direction. That's the Xenon capital ship. Really big capital ship. It's the I Branch 9 Destroyer I model. Yeah, it's one of the more powerful ones. Can I select it? Just focus on it. Where is it?
Engaging.
But it's gonna be destroyed. We have too many destroyers and bombers. Yeah, it's not gonna do much. Yeah, so it's like a capital Xenon ship. You can actually capture them, but it takes a lot different type of approach than the one that I have.
Engaging.
Like you need like maybe a lot of small ships to destroy its turrets, its surface components, its engines.
Sin.
I hope that's not me. Wait, which ship am I at? Because I don't want to die. Oh shit, is it me? Yeah, she's shooting at me. Holy shit. I'll need to teleport out if we're gonna be. Yeah, the shield is going down very fast.
Okay.
But I think he's gonna die before he kills us. Yeah, like I'm literally in this ship. But we have shields enough to survive this. Before I think he's gonna die first. Yeah, no, buddy, you're not killing us. But you can kill a destroyer. Like this is the Terran destroyer. I'm gonna explode now. Come on, blow up. I want to see the fireworks. Boom. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's like the Xenon capital ship. And it's like one of the biggest ones. But the Terran battleships, Terran destroyers are very, very strong also. These are very tough. Terrans have very good tech. That's why I say I love their tech. And they're super powerful. So they can withstand at least a little bit of fire from like a big destroyer from a Xenon ship. And as you can see, it didn't even bypass our shield. So it didn't got to our hull. Of course, one-on-one, because like there was like 100 other ships supporting it, but like one-on-one, that ship would probably win against the Sin Destroyer. I don't know, but I don't want to take that chance. So yeah, anyway, as I said, I'm gonna turn off my stream. Thank you for watching. Obviously, you can follow me if you want to see.
Entering system.
Be
Ocean
notified
of
when
fantasy.
I'm streaming. But thank you. And maybe I'll come back like in about 30 minutes to an hour. We'll see. I just need to take a bit of a break. Thank you, everybody.